This past week, I had the opportunity to talk to one of our members, Jeremiah Stafford, who will be leading one of our Facebook devotionals, Finding Christ in the Book of Proverbs, and talking about the main theme of that book being wisdom and how Christ is our wisdom. And so I had the chance to read a little bit of that book of the Bible and thought it was fairly timely that a book on wisdom, skillful living, starts like this. Proverbs are to know wisdom and instruction, to understand words of insight, to receive instruction in wise dealing, in righteousness, justice, and equity, to give prudence to the simple, knowledge and discretion to the youth. Let the wise hear and increase in learning. The one who understands obtains guidance. That's something we all need, whether we're simple-minded, whether we're young, whether we're in the category of wise. We never stop learning. We never stop needing more guidance, more ability to live just, balanced, righteous, and insightful lives. Whether that has to do with discerning and consuming and then acting on what's in our inbox, or what's on the news, what's in our family, what's in our city, and in my context in this video, what's going on in our church. Continue to pray for wisdom for your leaders as we navigate the weeks ahead. June 15th, as I reminded you a couple of weeks ago, our elders will be gathering with the hopes of pulling the trigger on a plan to begin to gather perhaps as soon as July. That's our desire and our goal, and hopefully some things will fall in place to where that's the case. Until then, we're doing watch parties. A couple of those have been meeting in homes the last couple of weeks and getting great reports of community and prayer and mutual building up as they watch the liturgy together. Gospel communities are starting to get together in person as they still do the social distancing and whatnot, but able to be in the same room to pray together and to see one another and encourage one another with that. So if you're looking for face-to-face personal contact, not just through a screen, those avenues are opening up already, and we'd love to connect you if that's the case. I also want to point you to some of the resources that perhaps you missed this week. Released our Image podcast on being black in America, on a round table with the way one of our members, Brandon Henderson, who's an African American, said it as he shared the podcast. 3 white dudes and 3 black dudes talking about some of the recent events and how the gospel informs that, how we can listen and encourage one another as brothers in Christ and sisters in Christ. And so if you haven't seen that, I'd love to point you in that direction as hopefully an encouraging resource. One last thing I want to send you with, new month, June. Last month was the first month financially that we started to notice we're taking a hit. We're fine. Everything's stable. But if you've missed your giving the last month, we'd love for you to catch up to help us to stay on track and meeting some of those budget goals that we've had. And if financially you need help, you need assistance, we realize that this has been a tough time and losing jobs and financial stress on individuals and families, and perhaps your giving is not only needing to drop off, but you need help. Let us know so that we can be in place to come alongside and perhaps help you with some of that as well. I love you guys. Looking forward to being able to see you guys very soon. Until then, glory be to God, and keep the mission of Jesus Christ moving as you love neighbor.